Okay, all good? Cool. So now that we've looked at the crook position itself, we're going to cover a few ways I can use that crook to bring my opponent down. So again, just quick recap, the crook position that we're talking about here is I get Dragan to step forward with his left leg, and I weave my right leg in and around, and I bolt my toes to his shin. This is the crook. Using this, I want to take him to the ground. And keeping it very simple, there are two main directions I can do that. I can either bring him forwards or I can send him backwards. Today we're going to look at the forwards crook. So basically, in order to bring him down in this direction, I need his head, so if you let go of the grips for the time being, I need to bring his head and his upper body this way. I'm going to bring his crooked leg backwards, and then I'm going to rotate his shoulders in order to basically send him toppling down. So we're here, I make him take the step in, boom, and I get my crook, and I'm ready to go for the forwards version of the takedown. Now, very important, before I start trying to send him in any direction, whether it's forwards, backwards, sideways, whatever, is I need to take some of his weight off this leg. Because I've pulled him in, so if you just take, boom, like a big step forwards, I've pulled him in. He's probably going to have a sizable amount of weight on this leg, the leg that I've just crooked. If I immediately start trying to wrench him forward, or wrench him back, or wrench him sideways, this puts a lot of shearing pressure on his knee, a lot of lateral pressure on his knee. And this can cause injuries. Historically, the crook was responsible for quite a few injuries precisely for this reason, because guys would just latch on and they would just start like ripping around here like they're trying to start a lawnmower, and then the guy's knee pops and he goes down and he's on crutches for 6 months. So before you start using your crook to send him forwards, backwards, sideways, whatever, I need to alleviate a little bit of the weight on this leg, and then it's free to start going back or forwards or whatever. So don't get your crook and then immediately just start kicking back like this. This can go badly wrong. Number one, your crook is probably not going to work because you're trying to move, 80, 90 kilos of body weight. And number two, all it needs is one wrong twist and impromptu movement, and then poor Dragan's walking home with a limp. So I always first want to start moving his body weight a little bit in this direction so that this leg gets light. And I'm going to use my collar grip and specifically my elbow in his armpit to start elevating and driving him this way. His center of mass starts moving, his leg gets light. Now I'm ready to start moving it back. So that kind of doubles as a safety tip for my partner, and also a way of increasing the success of my crook as well, because instead of kicking against 80, 90 kilos of body weight, I'm moving him this way, and now I have to lift 10 kilos of body weight instead. So we're here, I make him take the big step in, I get my crook. I use my collar grip and specifically the elbow to elevate and start driving him this way. His head goes forward, his leg goes back, and then to finish, I'm going to pull his shoulder this way across my body to bring him down. It's nice, simple forward crook. So we're here, leg comes forward, get my crook, drive him this way to take some weight off the leg, head and upper body goes forwards, leg goes back, and then rotate his shoulders for the finish. Most people, once you start pulling on the shoulder, they're going to go down because it's incredibly difficult to maintain their balance like this when they're getting driven fast in that direction. Just a little follow-up tip though, if you are up against someone who is incredibly athletic and has amazing balance, and you get them right to the finish point here, and they're still not going down, you can, of course, feel free to just briefly release your crook, boom, and cross-trip him and drive him over that block foot instead. Just a little follow-up option. So that's your forward crook. I pull him in, I bolt my leg, upper body goes forward, leg goes back, turn the shoulder, and he goes down forwards. Next time, we're going to look at the backwards crook.